All right, y'all, I am back. And I have a nice little haul for us today. All right, let me get everything situated. All right. Because it's just too much like right for me to have it situated before, we get started. Lordy. All right, y'all. So, how's everything? How are y'all doing? I really do want to know. Because I am nosy. And I enjoy being in y'all's business. I ain't lying. I am serious. Ask Cherie. Cherie will tell you. Because I'm always in her business. Get out of here. I'm sorry. Go to heaven and see Jesus. Good Lord. Well, anyhow, let me just make sure y'all are in. We got everything in frame. Let me just move this down a little bit. Okay, you guys can see everything. All right. This here. Right, let me move it up just a tad. All right, if not, I can always go from to the side. But, okay. Whew. Y'all, I am some kind of tired. It has been a day. Let's get the fan going. All right, I got it on low so it won't be too loud for you guys. All right, wait a minute. A second. Okay. I had to crack my back. Sorry. I know. I didn't know I was going to have to crack my back. So let's get into this right here. So I hope you guys are doing good. I really am. I just got off the tread climber a few minutes ago. Went outside, fed the cats. And I saw Blondie, and her blood that she had on her face is gone. So she looks good. She just looks small. And then an African lady in a dashiki was walking real fast, like, working out, and she had her headphones on, and she was saying really loud, "In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus." And I was like, oh wow, we got more Christians in this little neighborhood than I thought. I've never seen her before, but she must live here. But it was nice that she was praising Jesus and listening to probably worship music or a sermon or something while she was walking, and I was just like, wow. And I was gonna wave to her, but then something was like, don't do that, because you know how you are. If somebody asks you, hey, what building you in, what unit you live in, maybe we could have Bible study together, you're gonna have a panic attack and you're not gonna want to intermingle. So just leave it alone and not go any further, because we know you have social issues. Okay. And so that's how that went. But it was just nice to see, someone else on the weight loss journey. She had a lovely figure. She did. She had curves in the right places and everything. She didn't know how good she looked, but she was counting on Jesus to help her to get that weight down. And when I first got in the house, I said, Jesus, how does it make you feel to know that you are so loved and that multiple people at the same time are thinking about you and praising you and loving you? And I was like, Jesus, you should never feel a lack of love, because so many people and so much of your creation loves you. The Father loves you, and that was just what I said, and Lord knows I love Jesus. So, so we're going to get into this together, and those are not my fingerprints. But hold on, y'all. Gary wants me to see this. Can y'all see that? So he put this in here. What is it? what I can do, what I do versus what my wife sees. Gary and I have very different tastes in certain things, so let's see what this is.
Babe.
Yeah, what's up?
Are you gonna clean it up?
Fine. I'll get my socks up.
Oh, yeah, that's true, Gary, that's true. Yeah, that's very true. I shared it with my sisters on YouTube. But you know what?
He's funny.
Yeah.
His website, I mean, his channel's funny.
Yeah. But it's true, ladies. We're like that. If the man drops socks on the floor, it's all this mess. What's all this mess? I'm good for doing that. If it's like all this.
You might not shouldn't do that at somebody else's channel.
They don't care if they upload it on their channel. You can share people's channels on your people's videos on your own channel.
Without their permission?
Yep. Yep, absolutely. That includes me too. All right. So anyway, he don't know nothing. Forget it. Forget it. Just forget it. It's not even a waste of time. When you upload a video, there's an option to share. Now, if you want your videos up, then you don't want them shared, you have to press private. But, you know, I have to talk. I have to school him, y'all. I have to talk to him a little bit. All right. So, anyway, cheers. This is cranberry juice and hibiscus tea. I'll explain it to him later. All right. So, look at this here. Is this not adorable? Snoopy Fun in the Sun. Cowabunga. Oh, Snoopy. I love Snoopy so much. And I'm crazy about Woodstock. Hey! I love when he does that. Love when Woodstock does that. I know, I did a good impression. So, I got this from Temu. I mean, not Temu, from AliExpress. I don't know how much I paid for it. I guarantee you it's, what, maybe $2 or $3. And I just thought it was just so cute because I'm so in love with Snoopy. And I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I will use it for something. But there's a lot of Snoopy stuff on AliExpress. I mean, a lot. But I will figure out something to use it for. All right, now these are something that I bought and I didn't really know what I was getting. But I didn't know that it was going to be like pet. But is that not pretty, y'all? Let me turn the light on. Wait a minute. All right. So what I need to do is I need to get something white. And, you know, Jody, if you're watching, congratulations. I can't believe that you lost 20 pounds in 2.5 months. I didn't even lose that much in 3 months. It took me 3 months to lose 20 pounds, 23 pounds. It took me 3 months. So for you to lose 20 pounds in 2.5 months, girl, that is excellent. That's excellent. I'm trying to get right on there with you. Me and Julie, we're trying to get with you. All right, so look at that. I like that studious look. So that works. That's pretty. So let's see what else. The pages might come off. Okay, there we go. I can do it without tearing it off. So that is nice. I love the messy bun. I love the nice outfit. I love that. That is definitely looks like somebody like she's sitting on a park bench reading a Bible. And this came from AliExpress, and it's called Appointment to Paris. Wait a minute, let me just make sure you guys can see. Yeah, you can see. Okay. You can see. You can see. All right. Look at that. I really like that. She is so cute. I love the loose, the sweater. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, these are just so cute. Oh man, Jazz, if you're watching, I love you, sweetheart. My beautiful British sister. Oh my gosh, I don't know what the difference is. I just know UK, I just know London, Birmingham, and I just know that everybody over there's got this beautiful accent. Australians and I mean, it's just all of y'all just speak so beautifully. Your voices are like poetry. Thank you for your kind words. And you're right, my sweet sister. One day at a time. One day at a time, one step at a time, one moment at a time, and take it easy on yourself. But you know what, y'all? Let me tell you, when God is about to bless you, don't you know that that's when you get that last attack from the enemy, that one last hard attack right before the blessing comes? Because it was really strange that all of a sudden I'm just boo-hooing 3 days in front of going to the doctors, boo-hooing, feeling like Jesus had failed. It just came out of nowhere. Well, we know where it came from, the enemy. But I'm saying it just hit me just like that. Jesus is really tired of dealing with you in this area, you know. And it was just like, it was just so strong, and I couldn't hold back the tears. And those of you who've been with me for a while know I went years and years and years without crying, ever. Really did. And then all of a sudden, after Andy passed, it's been Flood City ever since, I just couldn't get myself to cry. Something was in me and I could not get myself to cry, and I didn't want to cry, and I didn't believe it would ever help. And man, just been through so much. I love that. I love that. Seeing her reminds me of my biological half-sister, because she took me to my first cafe, and she likes to dress like that. And so I love this book, y'all. Look at that. Let's keep going, because I don't want to make the video too long. Look at that. So what is for dinner? Yesterday, the other day, I had dry rub ribs from Chili's. Chili's has the baby back ribs, and I get the dry rub because I want to use my own barbecue sauce. And I just tore them ribs up, y'all. And salad, But today, all I've had to eat was chicken breast, and that's it. Chicken breast. I didn't eat anything else but chicken breast. Okay, so this is all cute. And I just purchased a coat like this. And I needed a 1X, but I bought a 3X because my mind is bad. And it's way too big on me. And if I keep on down in my size, then I will be drowning in it. But you know what? I'm going to still wear that bad boy. I'm going to still wear it. I think this is a cute outfit. I love trench coats. This, that length trench coat, I love that. And I just wanted one, and there was a lady who was selling it on eBay, real cheap. I love this look. I don't care if my hoodies are too big. I really don't. I really don't. I will still wear my clothes. I don't change. I don't start wearing sexy clothes or tight clothes or revealing clothes. That's just not me. I'm the same today, yesterday, and you know, that type of thing. I'll just feel better, you know. All right, so there's that. So I'm loving this. So I want to give a shout out to Cherie, and I want to give a shout out to Tawana, two other sisters of mine who are on the struggle bus, you know, who have shared their issues with food and weight and all that other kind of mess. And I'm keeping y'all in my prayers. And it's like, you know, you can do Mounjaro, you can get gastric sleeve. I was going to get gastric sleeve 12 years ago, and it only cost $10,000, and I chickened out of it. Let me tell you something. You can get gastric sleeve, you can take Mounjaro, you can take peptides, you can take phentermine, you can do meth, whatever you choose. If you don't renew your mind, if God does it, you don't pray and ask God and plead the blood of Jesus over your mind and over your situation. That's the only way, because that's the only thing that's going to last is a mindset. How is it, you know, I mean, let's just go, because I'll get on another subject. All right, so there's that. And Planything has an anniversary. This all reminds me of Planything. So she is in Amsterdam in the Netherlands, a place I definitely want to visit. And there's that. So I'm loving all of these streets. I'm not worried about this book coming apart, because all this is going to be put in storage. Let's see. But yeah, guys, I'm just sorry that it just took me so long. I guess, you know, they say you have to hit rock bottom or something. I definitely hit rock bottom. But Jody, if you're watching and if you lost 20 pounds in 2.5 months, all I needed to lose is about 50. You know, I don't have to be 120. I don't have to be 110, but I will keep going until I can't go anymore. But there's that. I mean, if I just lost 20 pounds, I'm comfortable. I'm good. 20 pounds would be a significant difference for me. Not including the 5 that I've already lost. Let's just say 25. That would be really good. All right. So that was from AliExpress, and this one was called Appointment to Paris again. All right, I don't know, they're the same name, but they're different stickers. All right, so now this right here came from Anika's Creative Corner, and she had, what was it? Everything was 50% off. A whole bunch of stuff was 50% off. Her sticker books are normally $30, and these were $15 each. And I want to say that it was also free shipping, because that's what made me buy 3 sticker books at one time. When have you guys ever seen me buy 3 sticker books at one time from the same person? All right, let me just make sure we're still recording. Okay, yes. So let's hurry up and get into this. So this is The Art of Becoming, and this is White Florals. All right, and that's the back of the book. All right. Yep, so Gary's, he left work today to come home because he got nauseous. Are you guys like sick of me talking about that? That's the theme in this house, nauseation. So he had to come home because he was nauseous. I'm like, Lord have mercy. So isn't this just friggin' beautiful? And it's on clear. Yeah, gosh, this is the Winter Florals. So I'm loving this. Julie, if you're watching, I hope you're doing fine today. I hope you're hanging in there with me. And I hope you had a good, hearty, high-protein, low-carb meal. And when you do that, you don't even have to do a whole bunch of crazy exercising. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. That looks good enough to eat. So I'm loving these. I'm going to try to flip through fast, but not too fast, because I don't want to keep y'all for another 45 minutes. So yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to eat for dinner. But I need to eat something because I got medication that I need to take. And I'm going to still keep taking those prescription omegas. They're cheaper than the ones on the market. I was doing Nordic Naturals. And, you know, I'd rather have the prescription omegas. And I go for blood work on the 27th or 24th or 27th of July. It's the last Thursday in July or something like that. And I also get my mammogram, and I also have to get a CT scan of my heart. So I got 3 things to do, and it's all in one building, so it's going to be real convenient. And I'll get all of that done, and it will probably be hot as Methuselah on that day, because it's going to be in August. But if I keep losing weight, at least I won't feel uncomfortable. I can wear some, you know, shorts and t-shirt and, you know, and feel comfortable in it. So, because that's really one of the reasons why I hide in the summer, is because I just don't look good in summer clothes. And I just hide. And maybe this will be the first summer in forever, you know, that I'm not hiding. So, we'll see. Oh, wow, y'all, look at that. I was looking at a video from, whoops, I did it again, Becky. If you guys haven't seen her, she has the most beautiful spreads. A lot of her stickers come from Graceful Muse Papery, which I absolutely love. And she had gastric sleeve, and would you believe that her stomach exploded, and she went septic and almost died? Oh my Lord, what we will go through just to be thin, you know? I'm so glad that Jesus brought her out of it. You know, I told her that I prayed for her and stuff like that. She's not like really into God or anything, but she almost died. And Missy had her surgery Tuesday, and I hoping that God brings her through it too. I really am. I just pray, you know, that her surgery is a success, and that nothing bad happens afterward. You know, I mean, can you imagine your stomach exploding? Oh my goodness. And it was nothing that the doctors did wrong. Honestly, she said it's just one of those things where a certain percentage of people, you know, and it's like when she eats a meal, she has to forever, she has to wait 30 minutes before she can drink something, because something about she can't have food and drink in her stomach at the same time. She can have either one or the other. I'm like, oh my Lord, what a life changing, you know, your life is just not the same afterward. You know, and I hope that doesn't happen to Missy. I hope Missy, you know, makes it through. She has been so transparent about her flaws and her hang-ups and this, that, and the other, and her struggles. And so, yep. So this was $15, and it still may be $15 at Anika's Creative Closet. This is a heavy book too. All right, so let us move along to Spring Florals. And I'm going to do this sideways and flip it, because if I do it page by page, I'm going to start talking. And before you know it, we'll be at 45 minutes. That is, look at those blues. Oh my gosh. That is so gorgeous. Oh man. Oh my gosh, y'all. And I love the corner pieces. Those are like my favorite. Oh man. Look at, I love the cascading. This will be fine in my B5, but in A5, I have to cut this down. All this stuff is way too big to be in a A5. Well, you could use, that would fit in an A5, but just all of these florals. Bouquets. Bouquet. The Bouquet residence. Lady of the house speaking. Do y'all watch, have y'all ever watched that show, Keeping Up Appearances? It's an old British sitcom that I have watched ever since I can remember. And her name, she swears it's not Bucket, but Bouquet. Oh my Lord, her name is Hyacinth, and I absolutely loved Hyacinth. Man, if she was a neighbor of mine, I'd be just cracking up all the time. She loves to have tea and cookies or crackers and her little stuff, her little candlelight dinners. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I hope you're watching Jazz, because I love British television. We have the UK channel, PBS, and then there's UK BBC and stuff like that. And it's like, I love it. Y'all have the best crime shows. Oh my gosh. I've watched so many. I can't even begin to tell you. I've watched so many throughout the years. And I just love how everybody's so normal looking. There's no glam. You know, there's just like normal people. There was once a apocalyptic zombie series that used to come on years and years ago, and they never finished it. And can you imagine taking shelter in one of those big rich mansions, rich people's mansions in the UK, that the whole house is made out of brick, and it's just so cozy. It's like the perfect place to survive some type of zombie apocalypse. And there's not a whole lot of windows, you know. I mean, I just love it. It reminded me also of 28 Weeks Later. 28 Days Later was also UK too. They had that beautiful British accent. I love Naomi. She's a beautiful actress. And Cillian Murphy. But it was like, you know, they were so safe and secure in that little house, out in the woods, out in the fields, and they just had to go and mess it up. It always happens. One person comes banging at your door. Help me, please let me in. And it's like, you just can't do it. You can't. Oh, look at that. That is gorgeous. Oh, wow, I love that. But yeah, I really do. I am a big fan of any type of British TV show or movie. Oh my gosh. I love it. All right, so this last one is Summer Florals. And this is beautiful. And those of you who've been with me for a while know I had Summer Florals before. And I think I had spring florals too, but look at that. Is that just not gorgeous? $15. $15. And this is on paper and some on clear. And look at that. That is just beautiful. She also does dolls. I'm not really interested in her dolls, but some of her dolls I do like. But I can just get dolls cheaper on AliExpress. Is that not cute? This just makes me want to do a spread right now. Look at the sunflowers. I'm loving, loving, loving the sunflowers. And loving these too. Oh my gosh. Pretty, pretty. So yeah, Jody, let me know how the blood work comes out. You know I'm rooting for you. You know I'm praying for you. So let me know how that turns out. And you know I'm going to keep you updated on my journey, because you know we got to pay this thing forward. You helped me, I'm helping Julie. We're all just helping each other, and anybody else that needs help. All of us just hold hands and just love each other. You know. Absolutely. That's how I feel. Anybody. I know Tawana, travel lady, good Lord, she's been through a lot. You know. And she's in this boat with me. I know Cherie is. She's in the boat with me. Alright, yeah, because I'm not that type of person where if I got a piece of candy, I'm going to keep it all to myself and not tell you where I got it from. You know, I don't like that. I like helping people, and I like being helped. So, that is it, y'all. That is it for this little haul. AnikasCreativeCorner.com. And she also has a YouTube page. And then these two came from AliExpress. And I'm trying to see, there's no distinction between these two. Just appointment to Paris. So, that's how that is. Alright, y'all. I will see y'all in the next video. God bless you. And have a wonderful, wonderful night. Alright, y'all. Let me get out of here.